Hello, welcome to today's Outlook. Going to do a quick recap before we move on. Dollar CAD was the main play of last week, and I'll quickly go over that, why we shorted it last week. Let me just clear this up for you. So price was coming up into these highs. So the path of least resistance was to the downside. So we were looking for a break to the downside. We had Monday's low marked out. We got a break below, retest Monday's low. And quite heavily sold off, and then come back in Friday, came the whole way up. So sometimes that happens. If the news come out and we fell even harder, then that would have been perfect for us. But that's just the way it goes. Can't take it personally. Looking at this week, it could go either way. To be honest, we've come down and we've hit these lows. If I see this swing low caused this price action to rally, we've come down and quite a heavy wick in there, suggesting that maybe buyers are coming into the market. But I have two ideas marked out really. If it's going to go higher, I'll clear this up so we can make it look a little bit tidier. If we go to the daily, we do have this price action here on the daily. Let me get this little resistance, support, turn to resistance. So at the moment I would play this to the downside, but here's where things change. If we get a break to the upside, a close above this higher time frame level and Monday's high, I'd be willing to take a long. Looking at Monday's low at the moment, there's not really enough price action about. We did come down on Tuesday, and you see the little bit of support here. So H1 closed below, and we will be resuming to the downside in my eyes. So you have two setups basically. At the moment we're playing to the downside, but if it does negate and go to the upside, then that's the play with these levels in check. So prefer the downside, but not rolling anything out, especially in these conditions. They're quite tough at the moment. We also looking at Euro USD. If we go to the daily, you can see this is the key level: resistance, support, resistance, a little bit of support. We've broke below that and now retesting the underside. So the path of least resistance is to the downside, and I have this Monday's low marked out here. So we have this little channel at the moment, which looks like a little correction. See this little channel here. So a break of that, break of Monday's low, and I'll be selling that. If it continues higher, then who really cares? The idea was wrong, but we move on. Euro pound swing point. I like to trade swing points. Why? Because massive swing areas that have been in the market for a long period of time. You can see the reaction. We come up, sell off. We have the swing high here, come up, sell off. So looking for some buying coming into the market. At the moment, Monday's range is acting as resistance. You see they spiked it and fell off. So a H1 close above that would mean that we would be buying into this level, and then we'll be waiting to see if we could break above that level, and then look for longs for the next coming months, I would say. But we'll see how it plays out. Could just fall off from here, but this is the idea that I'm having. Just technically swing point, and then looking for that reversal. And that does not mean that it cannot fall from here. It's just patterns that I look for. If it doesn't set up in the lower time frames, it doesn't set up. Last couple of things, looking at possibly Euro Yen. similar sort of setup to Euro USD. Have support here, resistance, support coming up. We're hitting this, so we'll see if we can break down. Monday's low is quite far away, so we'll see what happens if we can get a little bit of a pullback on this. It's far away, so we'll leave it. We'll leave pound yen as well. Still haven't hit this level that I'm looking for. You can see the support. So if we come up and tag that, then I could be looking for shorts. We'll see. Dollar Swiss now. We have been stuck in this wicked behaviour here. We've sold off. We're at the bottom of this range. So I would be looking for buying opportunities, which coincides nicely with Euro USD down. So nice level on this as well. Little bit of support at the previous Monday's low. Resistance, resistance. So this is what I'm looking for. Going long dollar Swiss and going short Euro USD. That would be the main plays, along with dollar CAD. Unsure what way dollar CAD is going to go at the minute. Just waiting for it to break out either way, and we'll play that. So sorry for the delay in the outlook. Have a bit of work going on at the house, and they're being quite noisy. Anything you want me to look at, let me know, and I'll have a look. But to be honest, this coming into December, it's still trading conditions are still tough. All I can do is have a few ideas and see if they can play either way. Unlucky on the dollar CAD actually, and that it came the whole way against us again. But that's the way trading goes. You can't take it personally. Like I say, anything you want me to look at, hit me up, and I'll have a little look at it for you. Or anything you're struggling with, hit me up in DMs. So wishing you all the best of luck this week. A lot of news out, and also election news out as well. So be careful out there.